Now, next half an hour is very, very important, because if any parabola equation is given without xy term, I'll try to teach you how do you find focus, latus sectum, all these things. It's actually very, very easy. Let's talk about y square is equal to 32x. Okay, let's do analysis from here. For this, what is focus? Compare this with y square is equal to 4ax. So 4a is 32. So focus is a comma 0. That means focus coordinates 8 comma 0. All right. Then what is directrix? X plus a is equal to 0. That means x plus 8 is equal to 0. All right. So x plus 8 is equal to 0 is a vertical line. This is x plus 8 equal to 0, or you can write this as x equal to minus 8. Focus is 8 comma 0. Line perpendicular to this and passing through focus. Perpendicular to directrix passing through focus. That is axis. What is the equation of axis? Y is equal to 0. So what is foot of directrix? Now what is it? Intersection of directrix. That means x coordinate should be minus 8 and intersection of axis y is equal to 0. So minus 8 comma 0. What is vertex? Midpoint of focus and foot of the directrix. That is 0 comma 0. So our parabola is like this. This is how our parabola is. So this is origin, right? This is origin. This distance is 8a. This distance is also 8. So what is this distance? Semi-latus sectum. 16. Double of 8. This is also double of 8, which is 16. So what will be the coordinates of one end of latus sectum? 8 comma 16. This end, that is 8 comma minus 16. All right. What is the equation of latus sectum? What is the equation of this line?
X equal to 8.
Equal to 8. What is the equation of tangent at vertex? X equal to 0. All right. So like this, we have to do analysis for every parabola. I am going to give you different parabola equations. All right. So in fact, objective of today's class is to solve these questions, right? I'll give you a parabola equation like this. You should be able to tell me what is focus, foot of directrix, latus sectum, length of latus sectum, okay, axis, all these things. So that part we are learning now. All right. One simple thing before we proceed, let me tell you. Okay. See, what is the quantity you are squaring? What is that you are squaring? Why no? Whatever you are squaring, you equate to 0, you get axis. Axis of the parabola. Very simple. Blind. What is that you are squaring? What expression you are squaring? Equate to 0. That is axis of the parabola. What is that you are not squaring? Right side. Okay, right side we are not squaring, right? What is the expression? Either you consider 32x or just x equate to 0. That will give you tangent at vertex. All right. Okay. What is that you are squaring? What is that you are? Once you get axis and tangent at vertex is x equal to 0. Axis is y is equal to 0. Their point of intersection is vertex, no? All right. So the moment you get axis and tangent at vertex, you are automatically getting vertex. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Next question. Second one. Okay. Now you tell me one thing. Here in y square is equal to 32x. If I keep y value infinity. Y value infinity, right? No, not y value. Can x be negative here? Can x be negative? Or x should be positive? X is y square by 32, right? That y cannot be negative. Sorry, y square cannot be negative. 32 is positive quantity. So that means x less than 0 not possible. Because y square also negative cannot come. 32 anyway positive. So x less than 0 not possible. That means the graph will be in which quadrants?
First and fourth.
Okay, should not be less than 0 means graph should not come in second and third quadrant. So it should be in first and fourth quadrants, right? Okay. Now let's talk about y square is equal to minus 16 minus 8x. Let's talk about. See, I'm taking for the first time. Y square is equal to 4x, where a value is negative. Okay. Now for this, still focus is a comma 0. Directrix is x plus a is equal to 0. If equation is in this form, whether a greater than 0 or a less than 0, focus will be like this, directrix will be like this. Okay. But you should not say length of latus rectum as minus 8. You should not say length of latus rectum as minus 8. All right. What is length of latus rectum in this case? It is mod minus 8. Okay. You should say it is 8. All right. One simple logic. Y square is equal to 8x graph will be like this. See here, y square is equal to 32x. How is this graph? It is like this. It is like this. Okay, where mouth is how much? Mouth is 32. That means 16, 16. That means this is 8. This is the story. For y square is equal to 32x. For y square is equal to 8x, what would be the story? Let's talk about y square is equal to 8x. That means how should the parabola be? What is that you are squaring? Y is equal to 0. This would be axis. What is that you are not squaring? X equal to 0. This is tangent at vertex. So y square is equal to 8x means x is y square by 8. Graph should not lie in second and third quadrant. So graph is like this. Okay. What is the mouth here? What is length of latus rectum? That is 8. So semi latus rectum 4. That means this distance 2. Correct. This is y square is equal to 8x graph. Okay. Since luckily you have studied transformation of graphs in functions chapter, how to draw y square is equal to minus 8x? See, this is y square is equal to 8x. If you want to draw y square is equal to minus 8x, what is the transformation that is happening? In here, x is there, no? X became minus x. In place of x, you are putting minus x. If you change x to, if the transformation is x is becoming minus x, then how will be the resultant graph? In place of x, if you put minus x, the graph will be, you should take mirror image with respect to which axis? Y axis. Okay, suppose if you know the graph of y is equal to e power x. If I want you to draw the graph of y is equal to e power minus x, what I understand? Okay, in here, if I put x as minus x, I get this. So I'll just take image of this graph with respect to y axis. So this blue graph is y is equal to e power minus x. Here also same thing. Y square is equal to 8x, you know. If you want to draw y square is equal to minus 8x, you just take mirror image like this. So this is y square is equal to minus 8x. So is tangent at vertex same or changing? This is vertex, no? Tangent at vertex. What is tangent at vertex? X equal to 0. Axis y is equal to 0. Axis and tangent at vertex not changing. Okay. Latus rectum length also will not change. What is length of latus rectum? Okay. This is also 8 only. So this is 2. Can you tell me coordinates of focus? Everything now? What would be the coordinates of focus? From origin, left side 2 units you are going. So this is minus 2 comma 0. What would be one end of latus rectum? Minus 2 comma 4. What is another end of latus rectum? Minus 2 comma minus 4. All right. So basically y square is equal to 4ax means opening towards right. Y square is equal, if a is positive. If a is negative, it will be opening towards left. All right. So y square is equal to minus 8x we are discussing. For this focus is a comma 0. 4a is minus 8. Y square is equal to 4x. A is minus 2. So what will be focus coordinates? Minus 2 comma 0. What would be directrix? X plus a is equal to 0. X minus 2 is equal to 0. Right? That means x equal to 2. So x equal to 2 is here. Focus is minus 2 comma 0. Okay. Axis is again y is equal to 0. What is this point? Foot of the directrix, that is 2 comma 0. What is vertex? Midpoint of focus and foot of the directrix, that is 0 comma 0. So parabola will be like this. What is tangent at vertex? That is x equal to 0. So what is that you are not squaring? That is x equal to 0. This will be tangent at vertex. What is that you are squaring? That would be axis. Okay. Now, what about ends of latus rectum? This is 2 units. So that means this is 4 units. This is minus 2 comma 4. Minus 2 comma minus 4. These are the ends of latus rectum. What is the equation of latus rectum? What is the equation of this line? Equation of latus rectum is x equal to minus 2. Okay. Y square is equal to negative x means opening towards left. Parabola opening towards left. All right. So this is also clear. Now. Let's understand y square is equal to 4x little bit in detail. Okay. Okay. Once we understand this, afterwards we can solve problems very easily. This concept. Let's talk about a greater than 0. Okay. We have seen this many times. So tangent at vertex would be y-axis, that is x equal to 0. Axis will be x-axis, y is equal to 0. So, okay. If I take any point here, any point on the parabola, let's say this is x comma y. What is this distance? Distance between point and axis. What is distance between point and axis? That would be mod y. All right. So this is x and this is y, no? So I am saying distance here is mod y. What is distance between point and tangent at vertex? That is mod x. Okay. When I observe this equation, any point from any point on the parabola, perspective is if a point is on the parabola, that means it is satisfying this equation. Okay. What did I notice here? Mod y whole square I can write is equal to 4a times x. Now I am in which quadrants? I am in quadrant 1 and quadrant 4, right? There x is positive. So instead of x, I can write mod x. Mod x is same as x when x is positive. So that means mod y is nothing but distance between point on parabola and its axis whole square is equal to 4a means latus sectum into what is mod x? Distance between point and parabola and its tangent at vertex. Okay, this is second definition of the parabola. Any point you take on the parabola, what is happening? Okay, so this is one parabola. It has tangent at vertex and axis. This distance, let's say this is 10. Distance between point and axis square is equal to latus sectum. Let's say latus sectum is 25 into this distance between point and tangent to vertex. This is what we noticed. Okay. What is the, for any parabola we take, what should happen? So even if I take parabola like this, distance between point to axis, if it is alpha, distance between point on the parabola to foot of the directrix, this is beta. Then what should happen? Distance between point to axis whole square is equal to latus rectum multiplied with distance between point and tangent at vertex, beta. This should definitely hold. That is the property of every point on the parabola. All right. Now, okay. Now, if I ask you this question, what is the equation of this parabola? All right. Y is equal to 0 is tangent at vertex. X equal to 0 is axis. What is the equation of this parabola? If I ask, for this parabola, latus rectum is 10. Then immediately, what will I do? I'll take some point x comma y. Distance between point to axis. What is the distance? Apply perpendicular distance formula. What you get? Perpendicular distance. Oh no, this is y is equal to 0. This is x equal to 0. We substitute this point in this expression. Substitute point in the expression. In place of y, you put y. In place of x, you put x. So this is mod y divided by root 0 square plus 1 square. So just mod y. Okay. So mod y whole square is equal to latus rectum. Latus rectum is 10 times distance between point and tangent at vertex. That is mod x. Okay. If I fix tangent at vertex, if I fix axis, and if I fix latus rectum, how many parabolas are possible? Because I am getting equation like this: y square is equal to 10 mod x. That means two parabolas, right? One is y square is equal to 10x. Another one is y square is equal to minus 10x. Okay. Suppose if I give you this is tangent at vertex, this is axis. Mouth I am fixing. Mouth is 10, let's say. Then how many parabolas you can draw? Two parabolas, right? One is like this. Latus rectum 10 for this. Another one is like this. For this also latus rectum is 10. All right. Next, one point. Find equation of parabola having latus rectum length as 20 and axis as x plus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0 and 2x minus y plus 3 is equal to 0. And tangent at vertex as 2x minus y plus 3 is equal to 0. Yeah, so this is let's say tangent at vertex. This is 2x minus y plus 3 is equal to 0. This is axis. This is x plus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. Now I have to find parabola equation. What is vertex? This is vertex, no? Intersection of tangent at vertex and axis. Find parabola equation. Latest rectum is 20. How many parabolas are there? How many answers we will get? Two answers. One is like this, other one is like this. These two parabola equations will get. All right. Okay. What will be the equations of these parabolas they are asking? What will be equation of this parabola, sir? You take some point on the parabola. What is second definition? Parabola, point on parabola to axis, whatever distance is there, that you square, that is equal to latest rectum into distance between point on parabola and tangent at vertex. What I'm saying, this distance, if you square, that should be latest rectum multiplied with this distance. Let's use second definition. First definition is what? Any point on the parabola is equidistant to focus and directrix. That is first definition. Second definition, any point on the parabola you take, its distance to axis, if you square, that is latest rectum times its distance to tangent vertex. Let's use second definition to find equation of the parabolas. Now, what is this distance? What is P to axis distance? Substitute x comma y here. That would be what? Modulus of x plus 2y minus 4 divided by root of x quotient square plus y quotient square. 1 square plus 2 square. If you square this, that should be equal to latest rectum. Latest rectum is 20 into perpendicular distance from this point to this line, which would be modulus of 2x minus y plus 3 divided by root 1 square plus 2 square. Okay. So when you square, modulus gets removed. Divided by root 5 whole square is 5. This is 20. Okay. Modulus of 2x minus y plus 3 is there. Okay. So we have a situation like this, root 5. If you take plus, no, you will get one parabola here. Here, if you take plus, you get one parabola. If you take minus, no, you get another parabola. Okay. Why we are getting two parabolas? Yes, there are two parabolas which are having same tangent at vertex, same axis, same latest rectum length. All right. For one parabola, suppose let's say for this, if we take minus, for this we should take plus. All right. How to take minus and plus? Okay, if I explain it, it will be very, very boring. How to take plus and minus, sir? For this plus sign will come or minus sign will come. You take any one point in this region you take, substitute in 2x minus y plus 3. If this is positive, then for all points in this region, this is going to be positive. Okay. Since this region, 2x minus y plus 3 is positive, you can directly remove mod. So that means the parabola will be the one with plus sign. Okay. And for this one, if 2x minus y plus 3 is positive this side for all the points, this side it must be negative. All right. So for this, if we are taking plus sign, for this we have to take minus sign. Okay, those questions also we are going to do. Okay. Now one question I will give. Let's see. See, finally, what equation I got? I got in the previous question, final equation. Let's observe a little bit. x plus 2y minus 5 whole square is equal to, okay, plus or minus 5 into 20, 100 by root 5 into 2x minus y plus 3. What I have squared here? What is that I have squared? X plus 2y minus 4, no? Yes. X plus 2y minus 4 I have squared. That is basically axis. What is that I have not squared? 2x minus y plus 3. That is tangent at vertex. Okay. How to find latest rectum? How to find latest rectum? For that, you have to write this and this in this form. Okay. I'll take one example. You will understand it. All right. One example. Find axis, tangent at vertex, latest rectum. Length of latest rectum. For the parabola, x plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to, or let me take 2x or 3x. 3x plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to 20, let's say 7 into x minus 3y plus 1 whole square. That's it. Mhm. On parabola equation, I have find axis and tangent at vertex. And length of latest rectum. What is axis? Tangent at vertex. Axis is quite easy, no? What is axis? What is that you are squaring? 3x plus y minus 3 is equal to 0. That is axis. What is tangent at vertex? X minus 3y plus 1 is equal to 0. That is tangent at vertex. What is latest rectum? Will you say it is 7? Okay. If you are saying latest rectum as 7, okay, that means you are understanding little bit. If you are not saying anything, you are not understanding. All right. Are you getting the feeling that latest rectum must be 7? Latest rectum is not 7 because this is not in perpendicular. These are not in perpendicular distance form. Okay, what I mean by this? See here. So if 3x plus y minus 3 is equal to 0 is my axis, and x minus 3y plus 1 is equal to 0 is my tangent at vertex, then as per this, what should be my parabola equation? Perpendicular distance from point to this axis square. That is 3x plus y minus 3 divided by root of 3 square plus 1 square. This is perpendicular distance, right? Mod I am removing, no problem. Is equal to latest rectum multiplied with perpendicular distance from this point to tangent at vertex. That is x minus 3y plus 1 divided by x minus 3y plus 1 divided by root of 1 square plus 3 square. This should be the equation setup. Then I can see what is latest rectum. All right. So basically what I have to do, this given equation, these expressions are there, right? 3x plus y minus 3. This is axis expression, no? You write it in perpendicular distance form. Means to that expression you divide with what? Root of 3 square plus 1 square. You rewrite it like this. Okay. What is the compensation in doing this? So basically I have divided with what? Root 10 whole square I have divided with. So right side also I have to divide with root 10 whole square. That is 10. And this one also you have to write in perpendicular distance form. So here root of 1 square plus 3 square. That is, here I have divided with root 10. So I have to multiply here with root 10. This will get cancelled. This will get cancelled. So basically, I have this equation only. Now see, this is what? That is my latest rectum. So latest rectum is 7 root 10 by 10, which is 7. Yeah, leave it. This is latest rectum length. All right. So one more question. Find axis, tangent at vertex, latest rectum length. If you do this question, you have understood all the concept till here. Yeah. What is length of latest rectum? What is axis? What is tangent at vertex? What is axis? 3x plus 4y minus 3 is equal to 0. What is that we are squaring? Tangent at vertex is 4x. What is that we are not squaring? This one. What is latest rectum length? You cannot directly say it as 10. For that, you have to write this in perpendicular distance form. Divide with root 3 square plus 4 square. This is 5. Okay. So basically what I have here is this 1 square by 5 square. So what is the compensation right side? Here also 5 square should come. Then only this gets cancelled, right? Okay. Root of 3 square plus 4 square. So I write divided by 25. So that this gets cancelled. The denominator gets cancelled. I should not disturb this equation. Into here what should come? 4x minus 3y plus 5 divided by root 4 square plus 3 square. So here 5 is there, to cancel it into 5 here. Now if you observe, this is also in perpendicular distance form, this is also in perpendicular distance form. So whatever you have here, no, that is only latest rectum. So what is latest rectum in this case? 10 into 5, 50 by 2, 50 by 25, that is 2. All right. So this is the concept. Did you understand till here? Yes. If you understand till here, no, that's it. Next few things we will just, okay, you can't imagine the speed at which we will solve. Very fast, remaining things. Okay, I hope you have followed till here, even though you are not responding. What Vishwak, your absent the other day?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. So now let's take little bit bigger examples and we'll try to understand how is the parabola equations. Let's take one example. For the example is like this: y minus 3 whole square is equal to 12 into x plus 1. So for this parabola, we have to find focus, directrix, foot of directrix, all the other things, right? First, you write this in perpendicular distance form, first of all. So half the headache will be gone. Y minus 3, you have to divide with what? Root of x quotient square plus y quotient square. Basically 1, no? Dividing with 1, right? So no change we should do. Dividing with 1, whether we write or not, it doesn't matter. Is equal to 12 into, write this also in perpendicular distance form. Root of 1 square plus 0 square. Okay, luckily, here also we are dividing with 1, dividing with 1. So no other change we need to do. What is axis? What is the axis for this? Y minus 3 is equal to 0. What is tangent at vertex?
X plus 1.
1 is equal to 0. What is latest rectum? 12, right? So I'm calling it as 4a, latest rectum. A value is equal to 3. So these things will keep in mind. These things will keep in mind. Okay. Now, is this hard? Right? Let's draw axis. Where is axis? Y is equal to 3. Y is equal to 3 is a horizontal line. Let's draw tangent at vertex. This is x plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, that is vertical line. So what is vertex now? What is vertex? Point of intersection of x equal to -1 and y is equal to 3. So this is -1 comma 3. Now big question, very big question. Should you draw parabola like this, or should you draw like this? This is the big question. Okay. How do you draw? For that you have to see if parabola is like this, that means here what will be x coordinates? This is x equal to -1, right? So right side what will be there? X equal to 2, x equal to 3, these things. That means on the parabola, if you take any point, x coordinate is more than -1. Should x coordinate be more than -1 or less than -1? If you put x coordinate more than -1, like 2, 3, 4, 100, this is positive quantity. Y minus 3 whole square is equal to positive quantity is fine. Then you will get some values for y minus 3. Suppose if you say, sir, no, the parabola, this particular parabola is this side. That means you are saying these lines will be what? X equal to -2, -3. That means on the parabola you are saying there are points whose x coordinates are -2, -3 like this. But if x coordinate is -3, suppose if you put -3 in this is negative quantity. Y minus 3 whole square negative, how is it possible? So this side we do not have of the parabola. It is not this side. Simply put, y minus 3 whole square is 12 times x plus 1. Anything when you square, it should be positive or 0. It cannot be negative. So that means x plus 1 should be positive or 0. That means x should be greater than or equal to -1. Means x coordinates of any point satisfying this equation will be either -1 or more than -1. That means to the right side of x equal to -1. So parabola is like this. Okay. Otherwise, some people what they are doing, they are like, okay, we'll shift the origin, write it as y square is equal to 12 into capital X. So this is y square is equal to 4x. A positive, that means opening right, directly like this. Now let's start. What is focus? Focus coordinates. Focus. What is distance between vertex and focus? 3. What would be focus coordinates?
2, 3.
Okay. See, you are moving along x-axis, right? If you are moving right, you have to increase x coordinate. Moving above, you have to increase y coordinate. See, from vertex, I travel 3 units right along the horizontal line, same level. Y coordinate same. I'm moving right, no? Right means I have to increase x coordinate. So -1 plus 3, which will be 2. Okay, just one more question we'll do. So there is point A, which is 2, 3. This x-axis, y-axis, x-axis. Now, can you tell me coordinates of this point B, which is at a distance of 5 units, right? And this is at a distance of 7 units below C. And this is D, which is 3 units. Now, can you tell me B, C, D coordinates? B coordinates would be what?
7, 3.
5 units, right? No? So only x coordinate will get changed. You are moving below now, 7 units below. You are not moving left or right, so x coordinate will not change. Y coordinate will change. Since you are moving below, y coordinate will decrease. How much decrease? This is y equal to 3 level. It falls down by 7 units. So 3 minus 7, which is -4. What would be D coordinates? You are moving left from C. Take reference as C. From there, you are moving left. X coordinate decreases by 3 units. You are moving left means x coordinate decreases. 7 minus 3, 4. Y coordinate did not change. Okay, lastly, this alone you can answer. What will be the coordinates of this point E?
4, 2.
4, 2. Very good. Okay. Now you can answer this easily. So this is what will be the coordinates of this end of latus rectum. Start with S, focus. From there you are moving 6 units above. So it will be 2, moving 6 units above, right? 2, 9. Very good, very good. Okay, what would be other end? Semi-latus rectum. This is 6 units. Other end E2 coordinates.
2,
What would,
minus
very good, 2, -3. What about coordinates of foot of directrix? The foot of directrix means A units we have to move left from the focus. Foot of directrix. Same level, right?
-4, 3.
minus 4,
-4, 3. Okay, what would be equation of directrix? Passes through foot of directrix and perpendicular to axis. That is x equal to
X equals
-4. Correct. What x equal to -4? What is the equation of latus rectum? X equal to 2. All right. So is this clear?
Yes, sir.
This one. Okay. One more question. Quickly, we will do questions very quickly now. So this much time we invested in building the concept. Now solving questions must be easy. Okay. Now tell me whether what is axis? What is axis for this? Okay, you can first write this perpendicular distance. Even if you write, what happens? Denominator you will get 1.
1.
So denominator, since we are getting 1, we are not changing anything. Okay, this minus you can send inside, right? Minus of x minus 2 you can write. What is axis?
Y plus 3.
What is what is tangent at vertex?
Minus of x minus 2.
That equal to 0. That means x minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, what is latus rectum?
16.
Okay, I call it as 4a. So what is a? That is 4. Okay, we have this data in our mind. Okay, axis is vertical line or horizontal line? Axis. Y is equal to constant. Y equal to -3.
Horizontal.
It's a horizontal line. Y is equal to -3. What about
Tangent, it should be 2 minus x equals to 0.
2 minus x equal to 0 also fine. You multiply with minus, what happens?
Okay.
Yeah. Tangent at vertex. That is x minus 2 is equal to 0 or 2 minus x equal to 0, which is same as x equal to 2. So what is vertex? What is vertex? 2, -3. Now at this juncture, we want to draw the parabola. We have two options. Should we open left or open right? Should we draw like this or should we draw like this? Which one? Okay, which one should we draw? Open right or open left? Now see this, when you shift the origin, this will be in which form? Y square is equal to -16 into x.
Open left, sir.
Okay, so it should be opening towards left. This is one way of understanding. All right. Second way of understanding, very, very important. Okay, many finer points are there here. Only problem is if I discuss all those finer points, it will be too boring. That's why whatever I am discussing, no, you have to pay much attention. Okay. Suppose if I am knowing 2-3 ways of solving the problem, I am giving you 1-2 ways, because more ways means more boring. At least this 1-2 ways you should listen carefully. Okay. How to decide the parabola will be opening right or left? Here, see, this is something square, no? That means it must be, it should not be negative. So it must be greater than or equal to 0. That means what is there? Minus 16 into x minus 2 should be greater than or equal to 0. Divide with minus 16 on both sides, inequality changes. So that means x minus 2 should be less than or equal to 0. X should be less than or equal to 2. So x less than or equal to 2 means which side? This side parabola is there or this side parabola is there? Which side? Less than 2, right? So you have to keep moving left. So parabola is there this side. This is the story. This is how the parabola is. Like this, you have to decide. Okay. Now, okay, focus will be here. No? What is distance between focus and vertex? What is this distance? That is A. That is 4.
4
What will be coordinates of focus? You are
Minus
moving 4 units left. Minus 2, comma,
minus 3.
What is semi-latus sectum?
2 comma minus 3.
Semi-latus sectum means this length, that is 8. So here coordinates would be this, and even coordinates would be
minus 2 comma 5.
very good. Y coordinate you have to increase. What would be coordinates of E2?
Minus 2 comma minus 11.
Okay. So x coordinate is not getting disturbed because from focus I am going down 8 units. Focus y coordinate will fall by 8 units. Minus 3 comma minus 3 is the y coordinate, fall by 8 units. Minus 11. Now what is the equation of the latus sectum? What is the equation of this line? Nothing. This distance is 4. I am saying. What should be the equation? X equal to
Minus 2.
minus 2. All right. Okay. Then what about foot of the directrix? What would be coordinates of foot of directrix? This is 4 units. Foot of the directrix. 6 comma
Comma
minus 3. What is the equation of directrix?
x equal to 6.
X equal to 6. All right. Fine. So like this, we can find everything about the parabola. Okay. One last question I'll do, and then I'll wind up. I am not going to take much time, just 3 minutes. Okay. I'm changing the question now. Let's see whether we can do it or not. This is x minus 3 whole square is equal to 12 into y plus 2. Okay. I have changed a lot. Changed this question a lot. Let's see whether we can attempt it or not. First, what we should do? Write this in perpendicular distance form. Root of 1 square plus 0 square is equal to 12 into y plus 2 divided by root of 0 square plus 1 square. So, okay, divided with 1 only. So, what is axis, tangent at vertex, and latus sectum? Yes. Axis is it y
Minus
plus
3 equal to
yeah,
0.
what is that squaring? X minus 3, that equal to 0. That will be axis. What is tangent at vertex? Y plus 2
y
is equal
plus
to
2 equal to 0.
okay. What is latus sectum?
4a equal to 12.
Okay, that means a value 3. Okay. Now axis is line of symmetry, right? Axis is this. Is this vertical line or horizontal line?
Vertical line.
Vertical line. So x minus 3 is equal to 0 or x equal to 3. That is yeah. This is my axis. So tangent at vertex y plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay. So what is vertex? What is vertex? X coordinate is 3,
comma
y
minus.
coordinate minus 2. Now, see, can parabola be like this? Can the parabola be like this?
No,
See,
sir.
if parabola is like this, then y x equal to 3 will be axis. Axis is line of symmetry, right? Parabola should be symmetrical with respect to axis. So this is not our diagram now. Now we have two situations. Well, will the parabola be facing upwards like this because axis is line of symmetry, or will it be like this? This thing we have to decide. We have two possibilities, right? Which one should, what can you say about these points? This is y is equal to -2 level. For this point, y value will be more than -2. For these points, y will be less than -2. Okay, so how is our parabola? Whether it is upwards, opening upwards or opening downwards, let's see. X minus 3 whole square is there. This quantity cannot be negative, but x minus 3 whole square is 12 into y plus 2. That should be greater than 0 or equal to 0. That means y plus 2 must be greater than or equal to 0. Y should be greater than or equal to -2. Y level either should be -2 or more than -2. So that means, what did I understand from here? Parabola facing
Upwards.
upwards. Like this, you have to decide whether it is facing or downwards. Okay, now the parabola is facing upwards. Like this. So where is focus? Now from here it is quite easy for you, right? Focus, what is this distance? A units, A is 3 here. What will be focus coordinates?
Comma minus.
From 3 comma -2, you move 3 units above.
3 comma 1.
3 comma 1. Okay, semi-latus sectum. This is 6 units. Latus sectum is line passing through focus and perpendicular to axis. Yeah. What will be this end? E1. E1 coordinates. E1. 3 comma 1. From 3 comma 1, you are moving 6 units right. 3 comma 1, 6 units. 9 comma 1. Okay. What about E2 coordinates?
-3 comma 1.
-3 comma 1. Okay. What is equation of this? Equation of the latus sectum?
Y equal to 1.
What is that you are observing? Y coordinate same 1, y coordinate 1, y coordinate 1. Equation is y is equal to 1. Okay. Or you can say this distance is 3 units. This is 3 units distance. This is y is equal to -2. So here it should be y is equal to 1. Okay. Next. What else? What about this one? Foot of the directrix.
Three comma -5.
Yes. 3 comma -5. Correct. What is equation of directrix?
Y equals to -5.
Y is equal to -3 -5. Y is equal to -5. All right. Did we understand this? So that is form 2. I mean definition 2 power. You understand? Any parabola equation they give, we can find focus, directrix, foot of directrix with the help of definition 2. What is definition 2? Any parabola equation will be in the form of perpendicular distance from axis square is equal to latus sectum into perpendicular distance from tangent at vertex. Okay, right. So with this we conclude today's class. Tomorrow we'll see 3-4 examples. Okay, then we proceed to some other concepts.